Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Monday, December 3rd, 2012. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Monday vlogger, B. This week's topic is a little more emotional than usual. Usually we have pretty technical topics, but this week we have to do. We're talking about our personal pleasure circle. What makes us happy? I'll read the question real quick. It says, "My pleasure circle. Please share with us what your pleasure circle is filled with. Minus food." I'm going to cheat. What are the things in your life that you use to fill yourself with love, happiness, joy, peace, comfort, motivation, inspiration, courage, hope, power, and satisfaction? Wow. That's a big one. When I read that, the first thing that I think about is my family, my mom and dad specifically. I grew up in a very small town, and there wasn't a whole lot other than school and sports and my family, and that's kind of how I got my culinary upbringing, because I'm a professional cook, and I spent a lot of time with my mom, with my dad, and that's really they're really my rock, my stability. It's where I go to when nothing else works. When I just need that sense of comfort. They're the only people that can give me a hug from 2,700 miles away. It's an amazing feeling to have people in your life like that. And my family in general, very close knit, very large Italian family, and my family is number one in my life. That's where I go to for comfort. That's where I go when I need to feel loved. That's where I go for all of those things that satisfy me in here. You know what I mean? And definitely number one in my life, and a very close second are my friends. I have a very small circle of friends, especially traveling around the country. In the last 2 years, I've lived in 5 different cities, and I've got some amazing friends that if I went back home today, it would be like I never left. And those people are instrumental in my life. They were the people that supported me when I told them I wanted to have weight loss surgery. They were the people that call and check up on me to see how I'm doing, that keep me in check. You know what I mean? And that's that really satisfies that emotional need to be and feel loved. You know what I mean? Not that I don't get that from other places. YouTube has been a huge part of my life, especially since weight loss surgery. I didn't even know what YouTube was until I had weight loss surgery. It was where I went for information, when I wanted to know how to do something. But other than that, I had no idea that it would be considered a social network, and that I would find the amazing group of people that I did. It's so funny. I hate being the Monday vlogger because Rosemary always puts these amazing videos up, and then I have to follow that up on Monday because she did a really good video yesterday about the things that make her happy, and where she finds her inspiration. And she's probably one of the YouTube I call them veterans. You know what I'm saying? And she's it's amazing. You can tell in her voice just the amount of passion she has for this community, and I feel that every time that I get online, every time I get in front of this camera, and it's just an awesome feeling. And being able to put content online and to get comments back and have people email you and tell you that, thanks for this information, or I didn't know that, I told my sister this, or my brother this, or my cousin this, and it changed their life. If I could put that into words, the feeling that gives you when you get feedback from people and they tell you that you've impacted their life, it's such a huge motivator for me to keep doing what I'm doing. You know, to touch someone's life, period, is an amazing and special thing. But to have someone tell you that you changed their life for the better is it. You can't even imagine unless you go through that experience what that's like. And for me, I love to inspire. I love to motivate people. Um, it's one of the reasons that I love this job so much that I do, and I'll get into that in a minute. But to have someone tell you that is it's just a huge motivator. How can you not stop? I mean, how can you stop? You know, how could you stop when here's someone telling you, "Thank you so much for sharing your life with us, and you've really inspired me to do better." That's awesome. And I can't even I could talk about that for months and not get anywhere. That's just such an amazing feeling, such a huge motivator for me, and definitely one of the key factors to me to my happiness, to my pleasure circle, I guess you call it. It's not a term I'm used to using. Um, Physically, I love being outside. You know, being indoors is it's okay, you know, but I love being outside. I love fresh air. I love sunshine. I love the heat. I love the cold. I love the rain. Don't ever repeat this. I love the snow. You know, it's just being outside is just such an amazing feeling physically. Yeah, and I love to go out. That's one of the reasons that I kind of like being here in Nevada is you walk outside and you spin around 360 degrees. There's mountains everywhere, and all you have to do is tear your ass a mile and a half in any direction, and hey, there's a hiking trail. You go climb up a mountain. It's awesome, and the weather's always great. You know, even when it's cold, it's 40 degrees. It's not raining. When it's hot, it's 110, but it's not humid. And in between is in between. And the weather is prime for outdoor activities, and I love to be outdoors. Uh, Probably the other thing that satisfies me emotionally, that brings me joy and pleasure, and it says not to mention this, but I'm gonna mention it anyway because as much as food is not part of my life, it is part of my life. It's my profession. It's what I do for a living, and there's part of me that wants to get in the kitchen and wants to cook and wants to create. And creating these things and sharing them with people is like sharing part of you with someone, and seeing the smile on their face is I don't even need feedback from them. I don't even need you to tell me you had an amazing dinner. I see the smile on your face, and that at that moment that I see those lips start to do this, it's just it's awesome. It's such a motivator for me to to stay passionate, and I think that's a secret. I think that's a key to success in anyone's journey is to find something in your life that you're passionate about. And for me, it's creating amazing food. Plain and simple. And luckily for me, I was able to go to an institution of higher learning that's probably one of the best if not the best in the country. And being able to take that in the industry that I'm in, and that education, and that knowledge and experience, and share that with other people that didn't get that opportunity, again, it's another source of motivation for me, because now here I am in a position where I can instruct and I can teach and I can inspire people, and seeing the light in someone's eyes at work when I show them something or I teach them something that I learned in school or something that I've seen somewhere else that maybe they didn't get an opportunity to see those types of things, and here I am being able to share my experiences with them, and seeing them grow and create their own things is awesome. And maybe that's in my future. Maybe one day I'll be an instructor, but who knows? I love to inspire, and I love to educate, and I love to share my experiences with people, and being in the food industry has really allowed me to do that. And I said this before. I don't know if I've ever said it online, but I wish I hadn't have taken 12 years to make this decision, because it's one of the best decisions I ever made, just short of having weight loss surgery, in my entire life. You know, it's such a source of happiness for me to be able to get up in the morning and start reading about food, about creating things, about new ideas, and looking for that inspiration for my next idea. And it's a dangerous thing, especially being formerly morbidly obese. But you know, I think for me personally, you know, I've been able to draw that line, and there is a distinct difference between food and creating food. So I guess cooking, maybe, and we'll call it cooking and food, just to distinguish between the two. And cooking has just been is such an awesome thing in my life. It's such a great source of passion. But anyway, I don't want to ramble, because it's very hard for me to organize my thoughts when I'm talking about my emotions, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. But feel free to message me if you have any questions or you want to hear more, because I could probably make this a 40-minute video if I wanted to. Make sure you guys tune in this week. It's going to be some pretty interesting insights on a lot of our personal lives, something we don't talk too much about. So, well, not that we don't talk about our personal lives, but our interpersonal lives. So you might learn something this week. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. Make sure you thumbs up. Don't thumbs down. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Come back and see us tomorrow for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works video. Come back and see me on Monday for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works vlog. Have a great week, guys. Take care.